EFL captain for the night. What a way for Arsenal to win it in the end.
Yeah, unbelievable. More complicated than it should be, to be honest. First half, amazing first half. Many chances. I think the team deserved to win comfortably today. But this is football. This is why football is so great and everyone loves it. So, yeah, now in penalties, but a win is a win, and we're in the semi-finals, so really, really happy.
Yeah, how pleased are you as well for your standing goalkeeper, second goalkeeper, Kepa?
Yeah, so pleased. I mean, he deserves it. He's a very good guy, hard worker. Every training session giving his best, supporting everyone, and he's a really nice guy. So yeah, very happy for him.
Yeah, in this competition 3 years ago, he played in a final and missed the decisive penalty in this competition. So that'll mean a lot to him.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. Many penalties, and the decisive one, the last one, he saves it. Now he feels part of the team. I mean, this shows that everyone in this team has their time and they play a role, and today was him that saved us, so really happy.
Is the frustration that you had to win it the hard way, though, that you couldn't finish some of those great chances?
Yeah, of course. I mean, this is the highest level, and obviously if you keep missing chances, they'll have the chance as well. And we have to learn from mistakes. Obviously, we all want to score. Maybe it's I don't know, having more focus or being more accurate. But to be fair, at the end of the game, we cannot concede that free kick. We cannot concede those throw-ins. We have to be a much more composed team, mature team, and handle the last minutes in a better way.
5 games before you play the semi-final, but it'll be Chelsea over 2 legs for you.
Yeah, big game, massive game, hard opponent. I mean, didn't matter who we played. Everyone is really good team. So yeah, focus now on the next game, and we'll see in the semi-finals Chelsea.
Breathless stuff tonight, but well done.
Thank you very much.
William, that was more dramatic than you might have liked, but how pleased to get through?
Yeah, of course, it was a tough game against a top team. We know it's always hard to play against Palace, but I think we did well. We scored almost at the end, and apart from my mistake, who helped us to score at the end, we played well. Kepa was good today, so yeah, we are so happy to be in semi-final now.
You created so many chances, particularly in the first half. When you did get the lead, were you thinking that was enough?
Yeah, of course, first half we played so well, but we knew that it was not enough because we have to score. At the end we scored, but yeah, unfortunately we conceded at the end of the game, but at the end Kepa saved us in the penalty show, so we are so happy to have him, and we are so happy to be in the semi-final.
Kepa, you had a relatively quiet night, but then when the goal goes in at the end, are you thinking that's possibly the worst scenario?
Well, I think we should take a couple of opportunities that we had in the first half. I think we played so well, then they changed, they adapt a little bit, and second half was like more 50-50. Even like this, we had big chances, and yeah, it's something that we have to improve. We conceded in a couple of games in the last minute, so something that we have to improve and focus on that.
When it goes deep into a penalty shootout like that and the goals just keep going in and in and in, what is your mindset? You think I just need to get hold of one?
You have to keep the cool and think in the next one. Be focused, don't lose your focus. Is important because as soon as you save one, maybe it's decisive.
And William, this game is all about winning silverware. This is a great chance now, you're in the semi-finals.
Yeah, we are so happy to be in semi-final. We have to take... you have to learn the lesson from last season, because we got the semi-final last season, but we lost the 2 games. So now this season we want to win both games, and we want to go in the final.
Well, well done both of you. William is the Carabao Cup player of the match. Do the honours, Kepa.
Of course. Big game. Beast.
Yeah. Thank you, my guy.
Well done.
Yeah, what?
Just about all smiles at the end of that penalty shootout. William Saliba holding aloft the Player of the Match trophy. A rock, as ever, at the back for Arsenal.
Breathless stuff indeed. And the quality of penalties in.
Yeah.
We should say something about that. I think still we think, oh, there'll be a few misses.
Yeah.
And neither goalkeeper got anywhere near any of them until the last one.
No, it's a very high standard. The penalties were very good. To the point then, because what happens when you do that, you think, well, I don't fancy him, and then bam, he takes another great penalty. But like the goalkeeper didn't have any chance apart from that one what he took there at the end, Lacroix, and he got down to Kepa. Well done to him.
I mean, Maxence Lacroix, as we said, along with Mark Gahey, no one's played more minutes. Sometimes Johnny just says, not my night. I've scored an own goal and I missed the vital penalty. That's just football sometimes, isn't it?
That is. It's a cruelty of it. Sometimes it comes and raises its head like that on nights like this. But he's an outstanding player and an outstanding servant, first and foremost, for this club. And this is just one of those nights where it didn't quite fall for him.
No, absolutely. Ian, do you think Arsenal will sit there and go, bearing in mind the first half and the chances they created, that they'll go, actually, we just about deserve that?
Well, it's something that they're going to have to really focus on for the rest of the season. You know, being ruthless enough to finish these games. And then, if you haven't finished those games, then being defensive enough to see them out. Because I think the foul from William Saliba at the end there, it's a poor foul to give away.
Mikel Merino said as much, didn't he, in that interview?
For a player of his experience, it's a terrible foul to give away. And you kind of felt it in the air that something was coming, because Palace were so much better in the second half. And in the end, obviously the penalty shootout did it for them. But like, it was the decisions that were made in that game was something that you have to look at if you're Arsenal.
They defended the corners on the whole, Palace, very well. I know they conceded 4 goals from set pieces at Ellen Road, but up until when Arsenal scored, they dealt with everything from a set piece point.
Exhalation's as much relief as it is anything else, isn't it? And relief because they found themselves into the semi-finals. This is how it's gone with regards to how we're going to see these teams line up. The quarter-finals with Chelsea beating Cardiff, Manchester City beating Brentford, Newcastle beating Fulham, and then 8-7 on penalties tonight. Arsenal beating Crystal Palace. This is what it means for January, and then obviously into February. Newcastle Man City, January the 13th. January the 14th, Chelsea against Arsenal. Second legs, February the 3rd, Arsenal-Chelsea. And obviously the reverse on February the 4th, Man City, Newcastle, all on Sky Sports, of course.
Joel Ward and Ian Wright have been watching one-way traffic, but no goals. But I would suggest it's probably the best Arsenal have played for about a month, isn't it?
Yeah, they look very sharp, moving the ball very quickly, obviously. Gabriel Martinelli's having a wonderful time now on this left side. Hopefully that's not too bad what's happened to him. But, yeah, it's the way you want to see them playing. A little quicker, making a lot of chances. Goalkeeper Benitez has made some very, very good saves. But Arsenal started very, very well.
What's Palace's issue been, Joel?
I think Martinelli on this left-hand side, JD Campbell, maybe giving him a little bit too much space. Might just need to release himself a little bit earlier to get a little bit more pressure on him. But it's difficult. They're picking up great areas, and Arsenal were playing very decisive football when they're breaking the lines and they're trying to make things happen.
Well, I thought that was a really good chance for Noni there. Brilliant ball into him. But again, like, this is where Martinelli was causing all sorts of problems. This is a fantastic header. I thought that was in from where we were sitting, but it is a fantastic save from the goalkeeper, because the cross, it's so good. Keeper's done well to get down there. And again, you're getting a centre forward in there like Jesus, who's attacking everything. Same with this. Noni coming in, trying to attack it. Is a good ball in. Just got there a little bit too early, but
showing the value of the two-footedness of Martinelli.
Absolutely. And this is the problem. What Campbell's got, he can go either way, Martinelli. And he's causing this one. He's causing him so much problems. He's putting him on the ground there. Unfortunately for him.
I've had my fair share coming up against him. If you do get tight, you want to run in behind.
What would you do? What would you do with him?
Listen, I think for me, I'd almost say to the team, let me go out there and just get on top of it just for a couple of minutes, just to kind of stop this momentum.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, he's kind of dictating what he wants to do, and it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
It's a steep learning curve, but these are the games that you want to play, and these are the type of the players that you want to play up against, and you've got to find a way to be able to try to nullify their threat.
Yeah, a 19-year-old French under-21 international, and yet it's 0-0, Joel. So is Oliver Glasser thinking, well, we might have got away with one there, we can recalibrate and go again? And in what way do they need to try and change, you've just used the word, the momentum of this match?
Yeah, I think, listen, first and foremost, I think there's been, like Wright said, a couple of great saves. I think they've defended the corners really well. But I think the chances that they've had to come down the left-hand side with Tyreek Mitchell breaking from left wing-back. You can see here, makes a great pass into JP. And Timbers comes so far across the pitch, leaving so much space for that left-hand side. And, can T flash it across the box early for Eddie?
Yes.
You know what?
You'd want it flashed across, wouldn't you?
But I think that Eddie would probably need to do more to create a bit of space for him, because he's not. Tyreek Mitchell's not even looking across. He's not screaming at. He's not moving. He's not stopping. He's not doing anything so as he can actually get the ball to him. He's just running in a line.
That's literally the one chance. Arsenal have had 4 shots on goal and 10 shots overall. Palace just 2. That's literally the closest Palace have come.
Yes, it's just not really foul for Palace. I think they've struggled to get into Arsenal's into their attacking third, really. Just everything that seems to be breaking down a little bit and coming back, and the way Arsenal are set on their kind of counter press, they're not giving Palace any time, any space to kind of build any momentum.
How do Arsenal not get frustrated?
One of the things, you just got to keep doing what you're doing. I think obviously the more it carries on like this, if they're going to miss those chances, then it starts to get a little bit nervy. But I do exactly the same thing. Obviously, we don't know if Martinelli's going to be coming back out, but at the same time, we've got to still keep going at them. If Ethan comes on, whoever comes on, got to keep going at them, keep creating the chances.
0-0.
While Crystal Palace sought to establish their credentials as a formidable force in domestic football. The Emirates Stadium was filled with anticipation as fans from both sides hoped for a thrilling display of football. Arsenal's journey thus far. In the lead-up to this match, Arsenal performed admirably in previous rounds of the EFL Cup. With a blend of experience and youthful exuberance, Mikel Arteta's team had dispatched their earlier opponents with relative ease. The Gunners were keen on maintaining momentum, especially after showing promising form in the Premier League. Crystal Palace, the underdogs. Crystal Palace approached the tie as underdogs, yet their recent performances indicated a team capable of causing an upset. With a mixture of seasoned veterans and emerging talents, the Eagles aimed to capitalize on any opportunities presented to them. Manager Roy Hodgson had emphasized a tactical approach, and his side was determined to make a statement at the Emirates. Match overview. First half. Tentative start. The match commenced with both teams adopting a cautious approach. Arsenal looked to control possession, utilizing their dynamic midfield trio to dictate play. However, Crystal Palace's defense, marshaled by the experienced Mark Guehi, stood firm, absorbing pressure while looking for counter-attacking opportunities. The first significant chance of the game came in the 80th minute when Arsenal's Bukayo Saka weaved his way through the Palace defense but failed to convert. The home crowd erupted with hope, but the early excitement was met with a solid defensive display from the Eagles. Arsenal strikes first. As the half progressed, Crystal Palace began to find their rhythm. In the 90th minute, a swift counterattack caught Arsenal off guard. Mac Guehi broke down the left wing before delivering a precise cross to Odsonne Edouard, who expertly finished past Kepa Arrizabalaga, putting Palace up 1-1. The goal sent shockwaves through the Emirates, but Arsenal responded with increased urgency. The Gunners pushed forward, attempting to find an equalizer, which they finally did just before halftime. Arsenal's equalizer. In the 90th minute, Arsenal equalized through a well-worked move initiated by Martin Odegaard in midfield. A beautifully weighted ball found Gabriel Martinelli, who evaded a tackle and delivered a sublime cross into the box. Gabriel Jesus, ever alert, capitalized on a defensive lapse to head the ball home, sending the Gunners into halftime with renewed hope. Second half, a tactical battle. Arsenal's dominance. The second half began with Arsenal rejuvenated. They dominated possession and created numerous chances, fueled by the attacking prowess of Martinelli and Saka. Defensive errors by Palace became more frequent as they struggled to contain Arsenal's ferocious attack. Kepa Arrizabalaga, Arsenal's goalkeeper, was also called into action, making an incredible save to deny Edouard a second goal. His performance was pivotal in keeping the Gunners within reach of victory. Palace's resilience. Despite the pressure, Crystal Palace showed remarkable resilience. The Eagles shifted their formation, aiming to absorb Arsenal's attacks and hit back on the counter.